How's it going, everyone? This is Dr. Hefe playing some more Disco Elysium, the final cut. And in the last episode, we found our badge. We learned that we are a Lieutenant W. Freighter of the RCM, and we talked to this old washerwoman who told us a little bit about what's going on in the village, but we have to investigate it a little bit more if we want to find out where Ruby is. Can't see into the house from this angle. Cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Oh, that sounds cozy. Let's go inside.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Oh, we don't get an option to smash it open? Our physical instrument will be sad that we don't get to bash another inanimate object into pieces. Alright, let's use the key.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement and look for any signs of Ruby. But just so you know...
Yeah, what's up, Kim?
After we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Okay,
the
Kim.
key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Seems fine with me. Thanks for letting me know where you'll be staying. The day kind of passed a little bit quickly, mostly due to the fact that we hung out at the car, waiting for the tide to go out. Floorboards creak under our step. Okay. See the waves, the sea, a church. Old science fiction magazines, books about bird watching, an almanac from 39. This looks like a pretty nice little place. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
We'll listen.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
Oh, that's nice.
What is this place to you?
Whoa. I was not expecting that voice. That is something new. Okay. My new hangout where I can silently drink and die while looking at the waves roll in. No, that's not cool. My forward base for the coastal part of the operation. Possibly. Possible resting spot for my fugitive is what it is. This looks like my new home. Wonder where the old one went. Nah, it's free. We're all about that free money. Free money.
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. A down-on-his-luck nobody, trying to survive.
Wait, what is this? Why would I want to choose again? It could have been us. I mean, it could be any of us, really. Life circumstances are very... In some ways, it is very random. I think a lot of times we feel like we have a lot more control over our life than we really do. But yeah, this does feel like a cozy hideout.
Who are you talking to? There is no one here. Not even Cole.
What? Shivers, how are you asking me who we're talking to? We talk to ourselves all the frickin' time.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Ooh, are we gonna get the weird voice again?
Look under the floorboards.
Okay. Will do. I mean, I was gonna do that anyway, but sure.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Alright, we'll move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
I don't want to stick my hand in there. No, we gotta search. We're a detective. Let's search.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper.
And what is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
It's a 9mm bullet.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Whoa. What? Why would she be suicidal? I guess, what, we talked to... I forget the whistling man, the singing man, but he said that Ruby did have some sort of dark look in her eyes. Alright, let's see what else is here.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right
The
call?
water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
Freaking physical instrument coming in here. I don't know. I'd be cool either way if we keep the chops or not. I wonder what you all think. Let me know if you have a feeling one way or the other. The Korojev jacket. Okay. What's this one? This swanky checkered jacket flatters your form in a way that makes you feel the fun kind of serious. It has really nice roomy pockets too. +1 logic for checkmate. Okay. Let's see.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
The expression. We could try to stop the expression from happening. But look at us, we have this cool little smile, even though it betrays our dark and sad innards. Alright, let's see what happens if we go to the bed. It's probably gonna say, you can't
The bed
sleep
is
yet.
comforting.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course. Of course. Alright, let's go talk to the washerwoman about this bullet. We know it's not the same. The other bullet was, I believe, 4.46 millimeter. So we know it's not the same as the one used to kill Lily. It doesn't show up as one of our items. That's interesting. Alright, washerwoman. What do you know about this bullet?
Policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
A bullet?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
So you rented the room to her? I mean, obviously gave it to her for free. I don't see why she would charge this other woman and not charge us.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
Hmm.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
I mean, you welcome me here, so who am I to judge?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Sure. You said she left on Monday? Let's start our investigation.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
It's around the time that Kim showed up at the Whirling in Rags. Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else?
No,
Okay. What is she like, Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Aw, what a sweet little washerwoman. She's like my new favorite. Her and Fat Angus.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there? That is quite a question.
How would I know?
Yeah.
She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Okay, Inland Empire. We'll roll with it. I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye, do tell.
It's an exit plan. A seagull flies overhead, obviously a bad omen. Well, we'll see if she thinks that Ruby is the type to use a gun as an exit plan.
Exit from what?
Yeah. This. We'll just spread our hands.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Oh, okay.
Not a quitter, like you sometimes get, son.
Hey, chill out, physical instrument. You know what? I'm gonna go shave my frickin' mutton chops if you keep beating up on me. Does she have any technical equipment with her? Like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for
I probably would be very thankful for that. My room at the Whirling in Rags has a broken window. My goodness, paying 20 real for a room with a broken window? What kind of society do we live in here?
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Alright, where do you believe she went? Where does she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north. You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Nah, I mean, you don't know how good of a detective I am.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Are you sure she didn't go somewhere more pleasant and less wet? No. We'll be stoic. Further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to
It does
me.
seem very appealing.
No, you can do it. You still have plenty of juice in you before you drop.
Okay, thank you, Endurance.
Behind the cinder block houses, old pre-war ruins rise to the sky like dark palaces. The wind calls.
Goodbye.
One thing,
I'm off.
officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
Everyone's asking us to go easy on these people. Titus was like, go easy on Classier. Now this washerwoman's like, go easy on Ruby.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Okay. Fair enough. We'll keep that in mind. Let's explore the rest of this village. We have some, looks like more people we could talk to. What are these doing in the fish? Some cavalry boots? What are these doing in the with the fish? Good old calf-length cavalry boots. Mount that horse and ride into the night. The heel comes in handy too. It definitely makes you some good 5 centimeters taller, but it could be that it's also making you sharper. More perspective in your surroundings now that you've gained a new perspective. Alright. Sure. Oh, look at, damn, look at her. This look we got. Yeah, don't forget to take the bottles with us. Hello, ma'am.
Hi, officer.
Lilienne, the net picker.
Anything I can help you with?
Sure. That depends. Where are we
A
exactly?
fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Elysible? Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Well, I mean, that's a very poetic way to say illisible. Say illegible. I have questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lilienne. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Well, thank you for being so accommodating, Lilienne.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Alright, sure. Thank you, suggestion. Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics? Well, probably because she's living out here in a fishing village on the edge of
From
town.
time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Nice. We can go on with our inexplicable feminist agenda. Figures, typical patriarchal nonsense, mascuvenomon. That. Mascuvenomosity. Okay, there we go. Mascuvenomosity.
Sure. Venomosity. But boys will be boys. And God knows we don't have many around.
Alright, let's not say this statement.
So far, the sword has been enough to keep them in line.
Boys will be boys. That. Oh, that's got connotations. Alright, let's drop it for now. Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder.
Alright, physical instrument. Let us go off with the expression. Behold. Oh, she is not gonna fall for this shit at all. This is so aggressive. Find someone else to laugh at. I'm not a clown. Now, we'll ask you, do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
Yeah. It is kind of like a shield. She's very perceptive, this one.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
I guess we'll... Can we... I mean, I don't want to take her sword, but I guess we'll ask.
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check would put me in an early grave.
Is she flirting with you? A little? You think she might be?
Maybe electrochemistry. Maybe she's just a nice person. So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Why, if they're thick-headed?
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Hard to say if it's a joke. That is she did deliver it very straight-faced. Even in the tone of voice she's using.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Ah, yeah. Where is your husband now?
Gone.
Ah, that's the melancholy.
The harbour seawall endures the wash of the freezing waves. Many things wash up against it and onto the beaches of Revachol. Some inanimate, some just no longer alive. You shudder.
Alright, let's not get too intense with our response. Let's just say gone where? Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Damn, that sucks. Yeah, we'll just wait for her to continue.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure
Ooh.
enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
Man, that is pretty sad.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
I like this one. It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning. I mean, we've let go of our entire past, so sure.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
Oh, okay, thank you, empathy. I'm glad I dumped so many points into empathy. They're giving me a lot of insight now.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her, Both of you could need some action.
Kim's presence makes it awkward. Okay. Fair enough. This seems like a bad idea. We will not do it with the 3%. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Oh, we are still supposed to be looking for those cryptozoologists. But first we'll ask about the suspect.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, or the past few days, she might have arrived on Friday. We know she left on Monday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
Okay, what about the missing cryptozoologists?
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
I love these options. We look for animals who are hard to find. For animals mainstream scientists deny exist. I don't know. Our character was kind of into the cryptozoologists. We'll just go for this. People who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard about those. Are these Yeti?
2 odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
The like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Yeah, those sound like cryptozoologists to me.
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
No, that's it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lilienne.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
She's been very helpful. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Anything else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic insular Indian cuisine.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I mean, we can see actually there's little fish down here. Hopefully, you all can see it. But yeah, this seems like a very, at least, fertile place. I don't know, I haven't been fishing, even though I live on the coast. I'm not quite sure how fertile our coasts are, but yeah, it seems like you could probably catch enough to make a living.
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Sounds quite romantic. No. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
Oh, that
Bottles,
sounds
drugs also.
very dangerous.
Plus cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
Did you say drugs?
Mines. You need mines.
I don't think I guess we can ask about all this stuff. Alright. Let's ask about the human bodies.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Oh, I thought we were going to be able to ask about all of them. We should have asked about the drugs. Alright, so is that your skiff?
Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
It is snowing. I want to catch a snowflake.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, man. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Thank you, Kim.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat.
Oh, I guess we can ask her about using the skiff to check out the island.
Shot, huh? The boat will be ready when the sea turns and the winds settle. You can't command the weather, officer.
Okay, fair enough. You have to wait for the weather to change.
Waves wash the sand. The skiff moves across the mirror-smooth sea, far away from here. A lone passenger, a fast sloop in the distance. White sails.
Alright. That was a good conversation. Perhaps we can ask her out on a date at some point. Get our money. Is this the White Pines woman?
I'll just keep the call
Joyce
in the
Messier?
channel, if that's okay. Hi, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to appear any day. Jetty.
All right there, Joyce. If that's what you say. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
How do you like it around here?
How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
Thank you, perception. I don't know how I feel about having such high perception now.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name, all the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
Let's not discuss that.
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez.
I mean, she
Dull
seems
grey
pretty
metal
nice.
rests in her scabbard, a sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Lilienne seems pretty nice. You can chill, Joyce.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
You're in no danger. The working class have no idea what's happening to them. Try not to be scared. This is just how the real city looks. Place is doomed either way. Say nothing. Yeah, let's... What the hell is this? Yeah. This is how the real city looks.
Oh, I'm not frightened, officer. I'd never...
Above you, there forms a quilt of alto-cumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay.
Ooh, thank you, Shivers. Shivers is giving me some meteorology lessons. Alto cumulus.
Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly, but perceptibly. It's early spring, and the rains are coming. An officer enters a low hut of stone and wood. Inside, weapons are piled against the walls. Rifles with splintering stocks, and swords. Tens, if not hundreds.
That's an interesting memory. What is that of?
They're antiques, says Lieutenant John, the archetype McCoy, to his partner. They're digging them up from the catacombs now, fixing them. Old caches from the Revolution.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. I'm like, why would there be so many guns? But yeah. I mean, we did find that cache of guns in the doomed commercial area. So it makes sense that people were finding them even before we did.
The children carry them up. Come May, the streets will be flooded. Outside, the wind rattles the loose hatches, flooded with cheap weapons in angry hands.
Oh, that does not sound very good.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
I assume it's not this fishing village. This island?
No, they're in Celindian, Isola.
Did we learn about it, Isola? Let's have her
I'm
tell
guessing
us.
you don't know then.
No, you haven't told me how they found it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Oblivion. That's so me.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place.
Ooh, we're gonna get some backstory.
Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Yeah, I guess we don't really have time. We'll ask her later, once we find Ruby. Tell me something else, then.
Of course. I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. How can I help you at this juncture?
I guess we'll show her our badge. Maybe, I don't know what that will lead her to, but maybe she'll give us a pat on the back, this old matronly woman. Please. Please heal my morale.
By love, you did. Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Frater Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Frater?
Oh, well, thank you, Lieutenant Frater. Thank you. That's all for now. Good to see you again, Joyce Messier. For some reason, the camera seems to be, like, on the edge. Okay. That was a little quick jump that I got from just scrolling in and out. Let's see. Street sign is ineligible. Inisible. I guess we can talk to these kids. Or these drunks. Ooh, glass tear. I think we'll have a little conversation with these kids, and then we'll talk with the drunks next time. It's taken a bit of time to investigate this village, but you know, we're on the case. We're on the trail of a suspect. Maybe these kids have seen
The
it.
scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old.
Wow, and their dad passed away 4 years ago?
He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You must be Lilienne's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. The stone kicking isn't even of very high caliber. Anyone can do that.
Okay, physical instrument. Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is gonna crack the case.
Alright, fine. Thanks. Thanks, Kim. You guys look identical.
The stone kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yep, that's what I said.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
You're bad with kids.
What? No. It's impossible to be good with kids. They're too stupid. I'm not bad with kids. You look at me and Kuno. We're business partners now. Yeah, and what are you, Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Alright, bye kids. We won't just insult the kids for no good reason. Okay, why is my inventory bouncing up and down? I don't know. Thought I already looked at everything in there. Alright, that'll do it for this episode. A pretty chill episode, just talking to people. Not really much going on. But we're finding out some information. We know that Ruby's somewhere around here. She stayed in the shack. The washerwoman's shack. We talked to Lilienne, and we also found out that Joyce is here, and we could go talk to her at some point for some backstory. And also, let's not forget, we could possibly ask Lilienne out on a date once we scope out the islands, go down, find a nice place for a date, I suppose. Also, I guess we're gonna take this, a small primer for kids. What is this? We're stealing these children's books? It seems like a bad idea. Where'd it go? It's definitely not clothes. Where's the book? A small primer for kids. Well, maybe it's a... Maybe... Actually, I don't know what happened to that. Well, never mind that. We'll probably find it if it's necessary at some other point in time. Maybe it, maybe it's like a... What am I trying to say? Like a key item. We can't, like, sell it off or anything. Something we have to hold on to for a while. But yeah, we got the book somewhere. Maybe we can give it to these kids? Let's try that out real quick. I keep trying to end the episode, but then getting distracted by other things.
The scruffy-haired little...
Alright, we don't have anything for that. Alright, so that'll do it for this episode. If you've been enjoying it, you can always subscribe for more Disco Elysium content. Until next time, do remember, as always, to take care of yourself and keep it disco, baby. Yeah, look at me and Kim doing a little dance. Whoa, yeah. Oh, baby.